Okay, so picture this, Dan. It's 2 in the morning. I'm in an airport in a country where I do not speak the language. My suitcase is somewhere in a completely different country. My connecting flight left without me. The hotel I booked is 45 minutes away, and here's the cherry on top. I booked it for the wrong date. I am standing in the middle of this airport with a carry-on bag, a granola bar, and absolutely no plan. Cheryl, stop. How does this story end? Dan, I slept on an airport bench. My suitcase arrived 2 days later, and ironically, it was one of the best trips of my life, which tells you everything you need to know about travel. Things go wrong, and somehow the stories you tell for years are always the disasters. Ha! That is absolutely true. And welcome everyone to the Everyday English Chat Show. I'm Dan. And I'm Cheryl, fully recovered from that airport incident. Today's episode is one that I have been so excited to do because today we're talking about how to talk about vacation in English. All of it. Planning a trip, describing where you went, what went wrong, talking to people who just got back. All of that beautiful, wanderlust-filled vocabulary.
And here's why this matters so much. Whether you're planning your next adventure, telling a colleague where you went, chatting with someone at a party about their holiday, or just daydreaming about your next trip, you need the right English phrases to do it naturally. And by the end of this episode, you'll have all of them. Let's go!
Okay, part 1, planning a trip. Because before the adventure happens, you have to talk about it. And the most natural, most common phrase for this is, I'm planning a trip to. For example, I'm planning a trip to Japan next spring. Or a slightly more casual version, we're thinking of going to Portugal this summer. Thinking of going means you haven't fully decided yet. You're considering it. It's in the planning stage.
And I can't wait to visit is a phrase that shows excitement about a future trip. I can't wait to visit Morocco. I've heard it's incredible. I can't wait means you're so eager that the waiting feels unbearable. You're counting down the days.
And one of my absolute favorite travel phrases, it's been on my bucket list forever. Now, bucket list, we need to explain this one properly because it's used all the time. A bucket list is a list of experiences or things you want to do before you die. The phrase comes from the idiom kick the bucket, which is a humorous, informal way of saying to die. So before you kick the bucket, before you die, here are all the things you want to do. Your bucket list. It's a beautiful concept, really.
Such a great phrase, Cheryl. Seeing the Northern Lights has been on my bucket list for years. Visiting Machu Picchu is on my bucket list. You can have a bucket list for travel, for food, for experiences, anything. And saying something is on your bucket list tells people it's a deep, long-held dream, not just a passing thought. And when you want to ask someone else about their travel plans, some really natural questions are, have you got anything planned this summer? Or are you going anywhere nice? Going anywhere nice is one of those wonderfully casual British English questions. You hear it everywhere. Any exciting trips coming up? All of these are great conversation starters that show you're interested in the other person. Now for booking phrases, I booked a flight. Booked means you reserved it and paid for it. It's confirmed. I got a great deal. A deal is when you get something at a lower price than usual. Everyone loves a great deal on flights. I'm going all inclusive, meaning your hotel package includes everything. Food, drinks, activities, all paid for upfront. Very popular for beach holidays. And we're doing a road trip. Driving from place to place, no fixed schedule, just exploring freely.
Oh, a road trip! Now that is on my bucket list. Dan, where's the top of your travel bucket list right now? Be honest.
Honestly? Tokyo. I've always dreamed of visiting Japan. The food, the culture, the energy of the city. I'm thinking of going next year, actually. I've been slowly planning the trip for months. What about you?
For me, it's the Amalfi Coast in Italy. I can't wait to visit. The cliffs, the sea, the pasta. It's been on my bucket list since I was a teenager. One day. Okay, listeners, your turn.
think of a place you've always wanted to visit, somewhere on your bucket list. Now say it out loud. It's been on my bucket list to visit. Go on, say it. Make it real.
Love that, Cheryl. Okay, part 2, talking about what you actually did on vacation. And here is a really important grammar point. When we talk about past trips, we switch to the past tense. Everything shifts to the past. We went to Spain. We visited the old town. We spent a few days in Barcelona. We stayed at a beautiful hotel right on the seafront. Notice all the past tense. Went, visited, spent, stayed. This is how we tell vacation stories in English.
Right.
This trips up a lot of learners. They start in present tense and then get confused. So just remember, vacation stories live in the past tense. We went, we saw, we ate, we did. And for activities, there are some brilliant phrases. We went sightseeing, visiting famous attractions and landmarks as a tourist. We explored the old town, wandering around and discovering a historic area. We went on a day trip too, leaving your main base for one day to visit a nearby place. We took a boat tour, or we hiked up to the viewpoint. These are all vivid, specific, natural activity phrases. And food. We cannot talk about travel without talking about food. We tried the local food. Really important to say local food. It means the traditional regional food of that place, not generic tourist food. We ate at this amazing little restaurant we found by accident. Oh, that's the best kind. And then one of my favorite travel phrases ever, the food was out of this world. Out of this world. Let's say it. Out of this world. It means so good that it transcends normal human experience. It's beyond anything you can describe. Amazing. Extraordinary. The pasta in Rome was absolutely out of this world. Yes. And for describing the overall experience, it was breathtaking. Literally so beautiful it takes your breath away. It was absolutely stunning. Stunning means so impressive it stuns you. It stops you in your tracks. It exceeded all my expectations. It was even better than you hoped it would be. And the most satisfying one, it was everything I hoped it would be. And more. Oh, that phrase gives me chills every time.
I still have no idea who that man was. Wherever he is, absolute hero.
That is spectacular, Cheryl. Okay, I cannot be beaten on travel disasters. So there we were, and I'm going to use that phrase right now because it's perfect for starting a travel story. So there we were, standing in the airport at 6 a.m. Our flight had been canceled. Our bags were already checked in, and the airline's solution was to rebook us on a flight 24 hours later. 24 hours! It was an absolute nightmare. And that is a phrase worth noting, an absolute nightmare. A nightmare situation is one that is extremely stressful, chaotic, and miserable, the very worst.
Oh no.
But, and this is the magic of travel disaster stories, there's almost always a but. It was an absolute nightmare, but we ended up finding this incredible little inn in the city. We had the most amazing dinner, met the funniest group of travelers, and honestly, looking back, it's actually hilarious. Looking back, it's actually hilarious. That phrase is gold for telling travel disaster stories. It means at the time, it was terrible, but with the distance of time, you can laugh at it now.
I love that, Dan. And notice the story structure. So there we were is the perfect dramatic opener. Then you're never going to believe this, which signals to the listener that something extraordinary is about to happen. It hooks them. And then the but that turns everything around. These are the storytelling phrases that make travel stories come alive. Listeners, have you had a travel disaster? Try saying it. You're never going to believe what happened when I went to, and tell your story. Okay, part 4, talking to someone who just got back from vacation. Because this is a conversation that happens all the time. Your colleague walks into the office with a tan and a big smile, and you want to ask about their trip. How do you do it naturally?
I still have no idea who that man was. Wherever he is, absolute hero.
That is spectacular, Cheryl. Okay, I cannot be beaten on travel disasters. So, there we were, and I'm going to use that phrase right now because it's perfect for starting a travel story. So there we were, standing in the airport at 6 in the morning. Our flight had been canceled. Our bags were already checked in, and the airline solution was to rebook us on a flight 24 hours later. 24 hours! It was an absolute nightmare. And that is a phrase worth noting, an absolute nightmare. A nightmare situation is one that is extremely stressful, chaotic, and miserable, the very worst.
Oh no.
But, and this is the magic of travel disaster stories, there's almost always a but. It was an absolute nightmare, but we ended up finding this incredible little inn in the city. We had the most amazing dinner, met the funniest group of travelers, and honestly, looking back, it's actually hilarious. Looking back, it's actually hilarious. That phrase is gold for telling travel disaster stories. It means at the time, it was terrible, but with the distance of time, you can laugh at it now.
I love that, Dan. And notice the story structure. So there we were is the perfect dramatic opener. Then you're never going to believe this, which signals to the listener that something extraordinary is about to happen. It hooks them. And then the but that turns everything around. These are the storytelling phrases that make travel stories come alive. Listeners, have you had a travel disaster? Try saying it. You're never going to believe what happened when I went to, and tell your story. Okay, part 4, talking to someone who just got back from vacation. Because this is a conversation that happens all the time. Your colleague walks into the office with a tan and a big smile, and you want to ask about their trip. How do you do it naturally?
So the most natural questions are, how was your trip? Super simple. How was the holiday? Did you have a good time? Where did you end up going? End up going is interesting. It implies there was maybe some uncertainty or a plan that changed. Was it everything you hoped for? Asking if the reality matched the expectation. All of these are warm, genuine, open questions that give the other person space to talk.
And the natural ways to answer. Oh, it was absolutely amazing. The classic happy response. We had the best time. Honestly, it was exactly what I needed. This phrase has a beautiful undertone. It suggests you were tired or stressed before, and the vacation restored you, like it was prescribed to you by a doctor. And then, one of my all-time favorite vacation phrases, I didn't want to come home.
Oh, I didn't want to come home. Say it with me. I didn't want to come home. This phrase perfectly captures the bittersweet end of a great vacation. You loved where you were so much that the idea of returning to real life, to work, to routine felt painful. The weather was perfect, the food was incredible, the people were so lovely. I honestly didn't want to come home. Everyone has felt this. And it leads naturally to, I'm already planning to go back, which means the trip was so good, you're immediately thinking about returning.
Totally, Cheryl. And what about when you've been on an amazing trip and then you come back? There's a very real emotional experience called the post-holiday blues. I've got the post-holiday blues. This means the sadness and flatness you feel after a great vacation ends. You're back to reality. The magic is over. I'm back to reality now, meaning the holiday is done and normal life is resumed. And real life hits hard after a vacation. Hits hard means it feels very sudden and difficult.
Ha! So relatable.
Okay, let's do a full role play. I just got back from an incredible holiday. Ready? Cheryl, welcome back. How was the trip? Was it everything you hoped for?
Oh, Dan, it was absolutely amazing. It was everything I hoped it would be. And honestly, more. We went to Greece. We spent a few days in Athens and then took a ferry to one of the islands.
Oh, I'm so jealous, Cheryl. What was the highlight for you?
Honestly, the sunsets on the island. Breathtaking, absolutely stunning. I literally stood there with my mouth open. And the food, out of this world. We tried all the local dishes. We ate at this tiny little taverna right by the sea.
incredible. I didn't want to come home.
I bet. Would you go back, Cheryl?
In a heartbeat. I'm already planning to go back next year. Although right now I've got the post-holiday blues in a big way. Real life hits hard. And there you go, listeners. That is a completely natural vacation conversation. Notice how the questions open things up and the answers told a story. Imagine you just got back from your dream vacation. How would you describe it? Try, "Oh, it was absolutely amazing. And keep going.
Part 5. Dream Vacations and Travel Wishes. This is the section where we get to fantasize a little. And in English, when we talk about wishes and dreams and hypothetical things, we often use words like would, could, and if. These are conditional phrases. So instead of I go to Iceland, which is present tense, something you actually do, you say I would love to go to Iceland. Or if I could go anywhere, I'd choose Iceland. The would and could signal that this is a dream or wish, not a current reality.
So the dream vacation phrases are, my dream vacation would be. One day I'd love to. If I could go anywhere, I'd choose. And I've always dreamed of visiting. These are all beautifully natural ways to talk about travel aspirations. And now let's talk about the types of vacations, because not everyone wants the same thing. A beach holiday. Sun, sand, sea, relaxation. A city break. A short trip to a city, usually 2 to 4 days. A backpacking trip. Traveling with just a backpack, often on a budget, staying in hostels, very adventurous. A luxury getaway. The opposite of backpacking. 5-star hotels, fine dining, pure indulgence. An adventure holiday. Hiking, kayaking, ziplining, outdoor activities. And a cruise. Traveling by ship, stopping at different destinations. All amazing, all very different.
And one brilliant modern word, staycation. A staycation is when you take time off but stay at home or near home and enjoy local experiences instead of traveling far. Stay plus vacation equals staycation. Maybe you visit local restaurants, explore nearby towns, visit museums in your own city. It became very popular recently, and it's a word that every English learner should know because people use it all the time.
I love a good staycation, actually. Dan, what's your dream vacation? And I want specifics.
Okay, if I could go anywhere, I'd do a 2-week city break hopping through Asia. Tokyo, Seoul, Taipei. I want the energy, the food, the culture, the street markets. I am a city person through and through. What about you?
Oh, no. My dream vacation is a luxury beach holiday. Turquoise water, white sand, a hammock, and absolutely nothing to do. I want to put my feet up and just exist. No sightseeing, no plans, no itinerary.
That sounds like my idea of a nightmare. I'd be bored in an hour.
Ha! And this is why travel is so personal. Your perfect vacation is someone else's nightmare, and vice versa. Listeners, what's your dream vacation? Think about it and say it. If I could go anywhere, I would go to blank because... Tell us. Fill in that sentence out loud right now.
Okay, part 6. Power phrases and travel small talk tips. Because a big part of talking about vacation in English is what you say to other people about their trips. And there's a real art to this. So someone tells you, "Oh, I just got back from Italy." What do you say?
So many great options. Oh, wow, how was it? Always a winner. I've always wanted to go. Showing your own desire to visit. What was the highlight for you? A really thoughtful follow-up question. And one of the most common, most natural reactions in English, I'm so jealous. Now, I'm so jealous does not mean real deep jealousy. It's a friendly, enthusiastic way of saying, I wish I had that experience too. Lucky you. It's a compliment. People say it all the time. Oh, you went to Bali? I'm so jealous.
So important to understand that one. And to keep travel conversations going naturally, ask follow-up questions like, Would you go back? What would you recommend seeing? Any tips if I go? These show genuine interest and give the other person more to talk about. People love sharing travel recommendations. It's one of the most universally enjoyable conversation topics.
And here's a phrase I absolutely love: hidden gem. A hidden gem is a place, a restaurant, an experience that not many people know about, but is absolutely fantastic. Like a gem, a precious stone that's hidden away and not easily found. We found this hidden gem of a restaurant down a little side street, completely off the tourist trail, incredible food, half the price. When you say something is a hidden gem, you're giving it a special kind of compliment. It's not famous, but it should be.
Love that phrase. And for talking about what you do differently, next time I definitely spend more time in the north. If I went back, I would book accommodation closer to the center. I wish we'd had more time to explore the coast. These are reflective phrases, looking back at a trip and imagining how you might improve it. I wish we'd had more time to, past perfect, is a natural way to express gentle regret about something you didn't get to do on a trip.
Okay, final role play. A complete natural travel small talk conversation that you can use as a model. Dan, you've just got back from a trip. I'm running into you at the office. Let's go.
Hey, Cheryl! I just got back yesterday, actually. Still in holiday mode, honestly.
Oh, where did you end up going?
We went to Portugal, Lisbon for a few days, and then drove down to the Algarve for a week. It exceeded all our expectations. Honestly, it was everything we hoped it would be and more.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to visit Portugal. What was the highlight?
Honestly, we found this hidden gem of a seafood restaurant on the coast, completely off the beaten track, but the food was absolutely out of this world. We went back 3 times. I didn't want to come home. I'm already planning to go back next year.
Any tips if I go?
Next time, book your accommodation well in advance. It gets busy in summer. And do a day trip from Lisbon to Sintra. It's breathtaking. I wish we'd had more time there. And that's how it's done. Listeners, did you notice how naturally all those phrases flowed together? That's what happens when you practice them. They become instinctive.
Okay, quick fire phrase recap. Ready? I'm planning a trip to. We're thinking of going to. I can't wait to visit. It's been on my bucket list forever. Have you got anything planned? I booked a flight. I got a great deal. We're going all inclusive. We're doing a road trip.
We went sightseeing. We explored the old town. We went on a day trip. We tried the local food. The food was out of this world. It was breathtaking. It was absolutely stunning. It exceeded all my expectations. It was everything I hoped it would be, and more. Our flight got delayed. We missed our connection. Our luggage got lost. It left a lot to be desired. It was an absolute nightmare. So there we were. You're never going to believe this. Looking back, it's actually hilarious. I didn't want to come home. I'm already planning to go back. I've got the post-holiday blues.
Oh, I'm so jealous. What was the highlight for you? Would you go back? Any tips if I go? We found a hidden gem. Next time, I wish we'd had more time to. My dream vacation would be, if I could go anywhere, I'd choose staycation. What a collection of phrases.
Okay, your challenge this week. This week, I want you to tell someone about a trip you've taken or a trip you're dreaming about. Use at least 3 phrases from today. Tell a colleague about your last holiday, text a friend about your bucket list destination, describe a travel disaster to someone who'll appreciate it. Go on, you've got all the words now. Go use them. And a massive, heartfelt thank you to everyone listening today. You chose to spend this time with us, and that genuinely means so much. We love making this show for you, and we hope today's episode made you want to pack a bag, book a flight, and go explore the world. In English, obviously.
Stay tuned for our next episode. You cannot miss it.
Until then, keep practicing, keep dreaming, and keep exploring the world, one English phrase at a time. I'm Dan.
And I'm Cheryl from the Everyday English Chat Show. Wherever you are in the world right now, we hope adventure finds you soon. Take care, stay curious, and we will see you in the next episode. And as always, if you're not subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Bye for now.